This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
This is the Simplistic Reviews 2013 year-end wrap-up. The boys take a look back at the year that was, in movies and television. Immediately thereafter, they will drink themselves into an alcohol-induced coma and wind up face down in a puddle of their own puke.
You're goddamn right.
I'm your announcer, Julie. And my least favorite noisemaker is that crying-ass babysitting 4 rows behind me a few weeks ago. Really? Out of the Furnace was the movie you thought you could bring your teething child to see? Why not poppin' on 12 Years a Slave while you're at it? Here are your hosts, Matthew Stewart, DJ Valentine, Justin Polizzi, and Neal D'Souza. Happy now, Neal? I mentioned you. Now stop bothering me.
Hello, 2014. This is Simplistic Reviews Podcast. Year-end wrap-up. How many qualifiers can I put on this thing? Year-end wrap-up 2014 December holiday edition.
Whoa.
I am DJ. That's a lot of them.
Man, that's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of them.
It's very celebratory.
It's a lot in your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm DJ Valentine. I'm joined by Neal D'Souza, Justin Polizzi, and Matthew Stewart. We're here to talk about the year that was in 2013. How you guys doing?
Dankeschön.
Splendid.
Dankeschön. Splendid.
How do you? I can't do anything better than Dankeschön. I'm done.
Well,
Dankeschön.
say something in like Swahili.
Just give up now. Because I know Swahili.
Yeah.
That's a little racist.
No, it's
Little
not.
racist.
I'm
Little
sure
racist.
white people speak Swahili.
The bad guy from Lethal Weapon 2, maybe.
They're the ones that run the diamond mines.
The conflict diamond
Who
mine.
hold the whips and the sticks.
Oh my gosh.
Jaimin Hunsu is somewhere looking for his son. Give me back my son!
You call it
Give me
bling
back my
bling. You
son.
call it bling bang.
Bling bang. Oh gosh, that was such a classy movie. Let me tell you.
That's not
That was
the word
DiCaprio
he
at
was
his
about to
best.
use. DiCaprio was not at his best in that movie.
He was still trying to find his way. Afrikaan.
Wasn't Jennifer Connelly in that movie?
Yeah, she was.
I think she's a cyborg now.
I don't think she's aged since Labyrinth.
Just the look on her face sometimes when you watch a movie. Just the look of her. Something's up. Something metal.
She always looks like she's up to some shit. Like,
yeah, something's
you
up
like
there.
look at her like, wait, Jennifer, you got a secret. Don't tell me your secret, Jennifer.
What's that ever
Come
since
on.
ass to
Like
ass?
a Russian spy.
Yeah. Paul Bettany knows what it is.
Yeah, he
Paul
does.
Bettany's firing out every day. Jarvis has been tapping that ass for 10 years.
And you know he speaks it. He's like, all systems will go, sir.
Paul, stop it. You are not Jarvis.
He keeps speaking in Jarvis
But
lingo.
Jennifer, do you
no,
want me
no.
to prep the bed first, Jennifer? I say, stop it.
I'm Mach 1. No, you're not. Your name is Paul. Stop doing this.
Sweetie, would you like me to give you a tea bag?
I have the tea bag prepped, ma'am.
I'm British, so I can mean anything at the
I
by
have
the
the old
comic.
Cincinnati bow tie ready to go,
Like,
ma'am.
really, I believe in my balls. In your mouth.
All right. We here at Simplistic Reviews, we believe in getting the bad news out of the way first, ripping the Band-Aid right off, so we're going to go right into the worst films of 2013.
You're the worst.
You're the worst. You're the worst.
You're the worst.
Time to take a look at the worst films of the year. Or as I like to call it, point out the places where I get 90% of my comedic material.
Worst films of 2013. We're not going to do TV shows because it's impossible to quantify how many shitty television
Not enough
shows are
time.
on. I mean, it's too. I mean, if you're put it this way, it's safe to say if you have an X Factor, a housewife, a basketball wife, or a dancing idol, you're a part of the
How
worst.
about a real
So,
housewife?
A real housewife from whatever.
What makes a housewife real?
A
as
Duck
opposed
Dynasty.
I think it's the way they make
know.
breakfast.
I wish it was like, a real housewife and it's like the urban version. Well, I guess that's basketball wives. So.
No, that would be
That's
worse.
That's
That's basketball wives.
The
Yeah, you're getting it wrong.
real housewives.
Wait, they got a speech impediment? What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Woo! Anyway,
That's another
Justin,
podcast.
what is your worst film of 2013?
All right, 2013.
Any honorable mentions are welcome because there's.
Well,
Would you want to start with
honorable
honorable mentions first, or the?
Do your honorable mentions first, and then do your worst.
Okay. Honorable mentions. I would say World War Z, probably.
Ooh, wow.
I enjoyed some of it. Some of it I had issues with, but otherwise I thought it was not too shabby. And this is honorable mentions. It wasn't somewhat between good and bad, but that would be mine.
Some parts I liked it. Some parts I just did not like.
What didn't you like about it? Like, what would you say was like
The simple fact that they just kind of set it up as a sequel, for a sequel. I thought the ending was extremely weak, and I hate when people say that, but it really clearly stated that, hey, you watched this movie, you paid for it, now you're going to come back and pay for another one if you want to see the true ending.
Yeah, didn't they film the true ending? It was like completely different ending or some shit.
That's what I understand.
I know they did a lot of reshoots, a lot of rewrites and stuff.
Oh, they did a lot.
Yeah, but from my understanding, the movie was kind of like almost a prequel to the book. And from what a few people have told me about it, like they didn't really, in the book, they didn't really talk about some of the battles they had in the actual movie. They just kind of talked about it in the book and they showed it in the movie. So
yeah,
I don't know if it has something to do with it.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was some good stuff.
Maybe it was just me, but the effects in that movie seemed super
I Am Legendy.
cheesy.
I Am Legendy.
Yeah. I mean, like I feel like that stuff could have been rendered at shameless plug Full Sail University.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
It probably was.
Yep.
Yeah. Somebody was using Avid, the low grade Avid,
the Avid,
the Avid, the first Avid.
This podcast is not sponsored by Full Sail University.
Though most of the people here, at least 50% of them,
Half of the people who are
we're not going to say
50% of our balls are being pulled by one particular school every day
full
of our
sail right
life.
now.
You know what's funny? The only thing World War Z is going to be remembered for is that it predicted the next Doctor Who. That's the only thing it had, because the guy who plays Peter Capaldi was the Who Doctor in that movie, and that was the only thing that was, and that came out like right before he was announced, and that was like supposed to be the big reveal of who the next Doctor Who was. Everything else is unremarkable about World War Z.
Yeah, I mean, there's every other film I can think of is either really good or just plain shit. So that's really the only one in between for me.
What is your worst then? What is your ultimately
my worst? And if you want to just change the name of the worst movie, you can just call it Iron Man 3.
Oh
wow.
Man!
Damn.
You know,
Worse.
Yeah, and I'm
Wow,
not even
DJ.
consider After Earth even a film. So
how do you feel,
Actually,
DJ, that
No,
how do you
if you listen to our previous podcast, you know I don't like Iron Man 3 at all.
But wow, the worst. Was it the worst or the most disappointing?
Well, you're
it's
probably
both.
you're gauging it on disappointing. Yeah,
there's some
It's
issues with that film.
Well, yeah,
Personally,
big
saying it
issues.
lightly.
Well, personally for me as well, and just filmmaking in general. So
I remember it was me and Matt and Taylor, my sister, sitting in the theater when the big twist happened, and we're just kind of like, wait.
shit.
What just happened? It's like, wait, what?
The thing is, I don't even. What was the twist? That movie was so unremarkably.
What was the twist?
not
The part that
The whole thing was a twist.
the fact that
twisted my dick.
spoiler alert
There's
that
a
the
twist that it
Mandarin
wasn't
isn't
a
real.
good
That's
movie?
the big twist.
Oh yeah,
Taylor-
the Mandarin.
yeah,
See,
Taylor
I
Whit-
already forgot about that.
Taylor whispered to me during it. She's like, "Is that how it is in the comic?" And before she even got comic book, I was like, "No." It's like angrily loud. No.
Was there people who were flaming and were walking lava?
No. No.
they took? That's what you call artistic license.
Shit. I don't know what the hell they did with that
Did
artistic
all those
license.
Iron Man suits get destroyed very easily by
For no
blowing
reason?
wind at them?
Yeah.
gonna have a-
If you
you're gonna have a
sneeze
few
on an Iron Man
cultures,
suit,
you know.
will it fall apart? If you sneeze on an Iron Man suit, will it just fall to pieces?
Apparently.
Where they were fighting giant
Well,
lava men.
Oh man.
And they're
Lava
made
men.
of cookies.
Did it make sense how that Don Cheadle's suit could be taken over, though the president can't fly it It doesn't make. I don't understand what's happening.
Wow, there really were a lot of problems with this movie. I forgot all this.
Why is the War Machine suit susceptible to heat, though it can take shots from laser blasts everywhere and with no problem?
Yeah,
it can fly in space, but fucking heat makes it open.
The whole thing was a mess. Like, when I was watching it, I felt like the last scene was going to be like Tony waking up in like a coma because.
Well, technically, he did wake up. The last scene, he did wake up, and fucking Ruffalo was there sleeping.
Yeah, it's so the whole movie was just him talking like what happened like between then and like the Avengers. So,
I when you come to think of that, I mean, the movie would have been a lot funnier if like the whole movie took place in that time. He passes out when he's in deep space, falls back to Earth, and is waken up by the Hulk, and the movie ends with him being waken up by the Hulk. So
it's all a dream.
So then that 2-minute period or minute-long period when he's knocked out is the 2.5 hours of Iron Man.
Because my understanding is like when we saw the trailer looked amazing. And then I kind of thought, well, because he's like, I have these like, I can't sleep. I haven't slept since that day. And I thought like he was gonna hit the bottle and he was just gonna be like depressed and just in the blackest state that he could possibly be in. And they just like brought it in and then threw it out right away. Like that whole concept and just went a completely different way. That whole film was just a mess.
Well, I think the closest that we got to Tony hitting the bottle was
part two.
When they briefly alluded it exactly.
Yeah, and the problem with part two is part two sucked. But then when you watch,
way better.
But it's way better than this one that you watched.
We talked about this before. Yeah. Me and Justin are adamant. Part 2 makes part 3 look like Robot Jock. It's so much better.
And I've said this before too. Like if you watch Iron Man and you compare him to the Dark Knight films, there's way too many similarities. That just
Yeah, the blueprint is kind of already put out.
There's like almost the exact same twist going on in each of the third films.
The Talia al Ghul thing.
The second one, capturing the bad guy and having him in the jail cell. There's this. I can get into it one day.
It's funny because it again, only thing it did prove is that Robert Downey Jr. deserves his money because no matter how bad of an Iron Man movie it is, he can still draw $1.2 billion. Yeah. He is so worth the money. That guy. I mean,
you look at that. You look at Pacific Rim, and you wonder why that didn't do better. You know, like Jesus Christ.
Because people are not prepared for the concept of what Pacific Rim is.
People aren't ready for giant robots smashing shit.
Nope.
I guess not. Sorry.
Matt, what is your worst movies of 2000? What's your honorable mention and then your worst film of 2013?
Damn. See, I guess the hard part about it is I don't like go out and seek bad shit. I mean, bad shit just kind of falls in my lap, I guess, most of the time. I say honorable mention was, and I just watched this the other day just for kind of because I needed like a worse film or at least an honorable mention to get.
You were
up here.
seeking.
I
sought
out something bad. So
I sought out pain.
Yeah, I sought out pain to make sure I had something for this. I need some ammunition. Was movie 43.
Oh yeah. That's...
Now this is
your bad
this
movie,
is an
right?
honorable mention.
No.
No, it's funny because it's on everybody's list now.
Something worse than movie 43. So go figure.
But no, it's funny because I haven't seen movie 43, but I've been like,
to, dude.
It's a bad.
I've been seeing it. It's literally on everybody's worst of list, all like at the top.
It's shit. It's not funny. It's stupid. I mean,
it's not even gross.
It's like they took the concept of all those like movies where you just smash a whole bunch of pop culture things together.
But they did that, but they didn't do it
shat
cleverly.
all over it.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman has a dick on his face practically in this movie.
You talking about the Wolverine?
The Wolverine. Well, he's got balls on his chin.
No, I thought you were talking about the film The Wolverine. He had a dick on his face.
No, I don't think he did. Did I miss something? Maybe it's one of James Mangold's like.
Yeah, it's called the third act. But continue.
Damn, hater on the Wolverine.
The third act of it.
It's better than Iron Man 3.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, yeah, movie 43, honorable mention, but shit, bad, really bad, horrible.
I'm definitely not gonna watch it. Everybody,
what's your bad film?
This is
you really didn't like movie 43, huh, man?
Nah, fuck it. It sucks. No. Granted, okay, now this is the worst film. Now, this is coming from something you have high hopes for, and then it lets you down. It's like, the prostitute you paid for, and then you tried to ask her to break a 50, and she couldn't break a 50. So,
of course, yeah.
So I break it on top of her face.
Yeah, or you really think, like, I only got $25 worth. Can I get the other $25 back? It's like, no. And then you just leave
every time I try and buy a hooker,
away.
that always happens. It happens every time I try and buy one. Great analogy.
Well, I'm trying to put this into perspective so you guys understand what
definitely.
happened for the worst film, Prostitutes.
Prostitute.
Perfect analogy. Continue.
Exactly. But worst film for me personally was Old Boy.
Oh, man.
It was mainly because it wasn't very good. And it was disappointing all at the same time because I think we all kind of had high hopes. I think most of us had high hopes for it. Then it's that prostitute again. You gave her 50, she couldn't give you the rest. She couldn't give you your change.
Now, when we were walking out of there, Matt, we both saw Old Boy, and I kept thinking as we were walking out, and when I tell you, I go, Justin was right, because I remember like weeks ago, Justin said something about, why are you gonna make a Psycho shot-for-shot remake if the first one's perfect? If you're gonna make a shot-for-shot remake of something,
don't.
Yeah, I mean, practically a lot of it was shot for. I mean, they put a few. I mean, the twist was still there, but I mean, they turned Charlotte Copley, who was fine in it. But when I think about his character, he was like Snidely Whiplash.
Yeah, he was
like
very,
a fucking cartoon.
Effective.
The whole thing was cartoony, and I don't know, man.
I was drawn to him because he was the only one that wasn't this fucking like bleak and gray and nothing. Everybody else was. This is nothing.
You turned a character in the original that was kind of subtle into this like buffoon. He was almost like a buffoon type of thing. I don't know. And here's what Justin was saying about the whole Psycho thing, which kind of like I think I meant to bring this up last time we talked about it. Everybody thinks, and I think I wrote this in a review a while ago. Psycho, it's such like everybody admires Psycho, right? Mm-hmm. Like, as a film and as everything else. Why does everybody hate the remake of Psycho so much though? If it's a shot-for-shot remake,
you just answered your own question because.
But why does everybody still hold Psycho in such high regard if it's the same movie?
Because instead of making your own type of film or your own story or you take a copy of it when it's already done. You're just wasting my time and you're wasting my money. Yeah,
but I mean, shouldn't you like it if you like the original Psycho? That's what I don't understand.
But you have worse actors,
Matt.
Worse director.
The original one didn't have Vince Vaughn in it.
Yeah, that's one thing. And Anne Heche.
Well, what I was gonna say is, if the original holds up, then what's the point of redoing it shot for shot?
I agree.
You're not going to add anything to it.
No, I agree.
When I had said this, I had said that I had taken an English Hitchcock class, and we had to watch each film and review. When I watched this film, the best metaphor I could think of was, why would you repaint the Mona Lisa and charge the same price for it when I can go see the same one for the exact same amount of money?
I see where you guys are coming from. I guess for me, I don't hold Psycho in as high a regard as a lot of other people, though.
When you do stuff like that, then you don't get movies like Pacific Rim. You get more. You get more of the same, and I don't want that. And that's the big problem. Just like when I went to go to the movies yesterday to see Wolf of Wall Street, I had to sit through RoboCop trailers.
So we had to sit through the remake of Passion of the Christ too, Son of God.
What the hell was that shit?
I didn't see that.
Oh my god! Wait till you see this trailer.
We were sitting. It was like I saw this movie a long time ago.
Jesus
it was made by
Mel Gibson. I was like, wait a minute. Mel Gibson must be like, wait, I just fucking did this.
I did this fucking movie 7 years ago.
I gotta get racist again.
How are you remaking Jesus again?
He was drunk when he did it, so...
That's true. He probably don't remember it. He might be producing it.
He was drunk off that Judaic wine.
Oh, boy.
But anyway, getting back to Old Boy, it's like you guys are saying, it's like you're repainting over something in a certain way. I mean, it had its own style. It has its own Spike Lee style, I guess. Even though, to be honest with you, it didn't look like a Spike Lee movie.
And I've always said, a best Spike Lee movie doesn't look like a Spike Lee movie. This is the
exception.
This is the fucking exception to the rule.
See, that's when you say things entirely too many times.
Yeah, I jinxed myself. I jinxed the fuck out of myself.
So it's your fucking fault.
I did it. It was me. I take full responsibility.
Dick.
Neal, what is your worst movie of 2013? Any honorable mentions appreciated?
Jack the Giant Slayer.
Oh my god! I almost forgot about that.
I did.
I saw that.
What?
That was.
Is this the honorable mention?
Oh my god! Well, that's a great honorable mention because that movie is bad. Holy fuck!
Needless to say,
I was actually going to go out and watch that movie too.
Don't.
Why?
Don't.
Well, I needed a bad movie.
Oh, that's a bad movie.
I picked movie 43.
Oh, well, you picked the worst movie, but Jesus.
You picked the worst one.
The Jack the Giant Slayer is not, that's down the street. That's like a neighbor. You can borrow sugar from fucking Jack the Giant Slayer.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That hit me hard.
I try.
If that's your honorable mention, what the fuck is your, what the fuck beats that?
What beat that for me?
Yeah,
a movie that didn't even appear on any of your radars.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Battle of the Year.
Oh god, I heard of it. I never saw it. Thank God. Yep. What the fuck is in that? What the fuck?
What's Battle of the Year? First, it's got Chris Brown in it, so you know it's going to be
first off
fucking screen gem.
I remember I
Josh Holloway, right?
I saw a trailer for it, and I was like, I'm not watching that.
Did you see it in 3D now?
No, God no.
Oh God no.
It's in 3D.
Available in 3D.
Yes, it actually came out in 3D.
What is it? A sci-fi movie? What the fuck is it?
No, the concept is get this.
Dancing.
Yeah. And America has lost b-boy competitions for the last 15 years. And we're gonna get it back.
So it's like Mortal Kombat with like dancing.
Josh Holloway, Shang's son.
Guess what Chris Brown's name in that movie was?
Oh, please tell me it's Liu Kang, because I'll walk out of the world.
Walk out of the planet.
I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna step right out into the galaxy.
Punch my wife's son.
His name is Rihanna.
It was Rooster.
Rooster?
Oh, like rooster, like a rooster?
Because he'd be running around like a chicken with his head cut off when he'd be dancing. That's how it is the rooster.
He's running around like a cock.
Battle of the Year. Oh,
Battle
God,
of the Year.
Oof.
Choke on it. Literally.
I'm dead already.
We've all died. Justin just put that nail in our coffin when he told us his name. What is Josh Holloway's name in that movie? It's probably something like really cool, like Kincaid or some shit like that.
Nah, he
it is. He's right.
Well,
DJ's right.
What is his name?
It's Jason Blake.
Of course.
Damn.
What a
can't get it's such a cool name to waste on such a horrible.
And there is a character named Flips spelled with a Z.
Of course. And you know what he does, right?
Oh, he's got a flip.
Spins.
He's got a flip. Come on.
No, he spins.
He's the slow janitor who teaches them the right dances to win the battle.
I mean, guys, do you want to get the beatboxing championship back or not? I mean, come on. You got to have a guy named Flips on your team.
With two Z's.
Flips.
Yeah.
Can you spin for us, Flips?
We coming through with flips. So Battle of the Year, Matt had Old Boy, Justin had Iron Man 3. My honorable mention, mainly for disappointment's sake, I got two. Well, I got three. Okay. For disappointment's sake, Only God Forgives. Holy shit! I was looking forward to this movie so bad because I love Drive, and the cinematography of this movie looks awesome. So from the trailer, I'm like, this movie looks beautiful. And then I pushed play and started watching it, and I don't know what I was watching. It was like watching If you want to know what minimalism is, watch Only God Forgives, because literally they give you nothing. There is nothing there.
But they give you a great soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack's awesome. The cinematography is the guy needs to get this. If they do a Blade Runner sequel, get this guy to be the cinematographer, because it looks like Blade Runner Everything is just beautiful. But
you and I watched it at the same time.
Yeah,
we were like texting each other back and forth.
Yeah, I was like, man, this looks beautiful, but I don't know what this movie's about. I don't understand. I mean, I know what it's about, but you want to talk about nothing. It's vapid. It's a blonde girl's brain. It's nothing there. It's
because
empty.
When we first heard about that film, the only thing that came out was that
trailer.
It was about the like a cage fighter.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And it sounded kind of cool. And then you saw a photo of like his beaten up face, and then you watch the movie, and it's like nothing like that.
It's funny because it's that, and the trailer for it. It was a clue because there's no dialogue in the trailer. There's literally just the guy singing the song and just awesome visuals. I'm like, this looks awesome. I can't wait for them to like release clips, and they never did. Why? Because there's nothing there. There is no talking. I think Ryan Gosling says 3 sentences. I think it might be less than that.
17 lines in the entire film.
I mean, it is, and 3 of them
is that true?
Yeah, three of them are repeated.
17 lines in the entire film.
Yeah, and 3 of them are repeated. 3 of them are take it off, take it off. That's it. He says.
You know what that movie is? WALL-E.
No. WALL-E had a story.
WALL-E had more character than Ryan.
WALL-E had a plot. WALL-E had a plot. Things happened in WALL-E and were explained, and you could grasp the concept. Only God Forgives is like flipping through a whole bunch of beautiful postcards at a goddamn travel agency. Everything looks beautiful, but there's nothing on the back. You're supposed to fill in whatever the fuck you want into the story because there's nothing there. But that's only my honorable mention.
No, but I personally like the movie. Like, I know it's kind of like against consensus here, but I kind of enjoyed it, and I watched it I think last week. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I kind of like the approach that he took. I mean, there's no drive, of course, or anything like that, and yeah, it is a little crazy, but everything that comes out of Kristen Scott Thomas's mouth is like
she's good at it. She's the only one that talks. She's the only one that talks in the movie. Nobody else talks. When you're a hero and you're a villain, I guess that's what they are, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Both of them, the hero and the villain, don't say anything. The ending is ambiguous. I know you like the ambiguous endings.
Yeah, it's ambiguous, and I kind of like the whole concept of like I like the I won't call him the villain. He's just the guy fucking whacking people, walking really slow and shit. Like, and
I've read all the subtext that he's supposed to be God, and I've read all that stuff.
I saw him more as like the devil. God.
Either way, it's all subtext, no surface. That was what bothered me. I mean, I can understand minimalism, but man, this is like the most minimalist since Enter the Void. This is the most minimalist fucking movie I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, there's more fucking shit in Enter the Void than this.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's my honorable mention. My second honorable mention is mainly because of out of hate. Because this movie made money and took money away from a better movie. Grown Ups 2, motherfuck you. Because this movie made me start hating America. Because I was like, this is where America...
it was this movie?
This one, yes. Because I was like, this is where film... If you tell me film goers are giving money to fucking piss and fart and shit jokes, or a deer... where a deer pisses on a guy's head, and you look at... It's taking money from Pacific Rim, which is literally mind-blowing effects, and I have to... I want to see the movie where a deer pisses in Adam Sandler's mouth instead. For fucking 2 hours.
Been saying it for years.
Yeah, that made me just like really angry at film goers in general. My review for Pacific Rim was like out of like anger because I was like, why is this movie not making any money? I don't understand it.
Bad timing.
Yeah, Grown Ups 2 pisses me off because it's the basement. It's the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of entertainment, and it's making money. That's the
Hey, remember when Chris Rock used to be funny?
Yeah. When Rob Schneider says, "Nah, I'm good," you are making a bad movie. When Rob Schneider opts out, your movie is shit. Okay, but my worst movie of the year. Oh,
you're not even at the worst movie?
No, those are my honorable mentions. From the onset of this film, I thought it was a bad idea. When the movie was trailered, I thought it was a bad idea. And when
I know what this is.
And when I watched the movie, I was like, see, this was a bad idea. Lone Ranger is the worst fucking movie I've ever seen, ever.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Because you guys have not heard me say this. DJ's heard me say this, but I've never read one of your reviews and said to myself consciously, no. And this one. This was it, where I was like, you know what? I'm good. You have colored my opinion of this movie.
I saw Lone Ranger, and I was just like, wait, are you telling me that in a Disney film, I'm going to watch cannibalism, and then I'm going to watch an amputee with a shotgun in her leg, and then I'm going to watch racism, but then I'm going to watch a joke? The movie is tonally all over the place, and for the fact that Armie Hammer was ever considered to be Batman, he may be that character, the Lone Ranger, the main secondary character of the lone fucking film, is probably the worst fucking protagonist of any fucking action film I've ever seen. He's a wet napkin, literally. Like they write him as a bitch when your hero is literally Robert Downey Jr.'s character in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang has more fucking balls than fucking the Lone Ranger.
Because they wanted to do the Lone Ranger, but they wanted to star the film to be a sidekick.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Everything about that movie is a failure. Everything.
It seems like they wanted to do Blazing Saddles, but serious?
I mean, and it's funny because they forced Johnny Depp to do Pirates on Stranger Tides, so he wouldn't do Lone Ranger until, or something happened where he wanted to do Lone Ranger, but it's okay, we'll make you do Lone Ranger if you do Stranger Tides. And they failed both ways.
You know what the biggest problem with that film is?
Everything.
No, it was made?
No, was that what it did to a certain type of film?
Funny action films?
Well,
Westerns.
Very good.
Westerns.
It really hurt Westerns because if you see a Western come out anymore, it's very scarce and scarce. Sorry, and you see that film come out and kind of shits on everything, and I kind of miss not being able to see a film in the movies that is a Western.
I mean, it's funny because how long ago does Pirates 1 seem like? I loved Pirates 1, and I loved Gore Verbinski for it. And now Gore Verbinski is the guy who gets $400 million budgets and just shits, like wipes his ass with it. Like, why is the Lone Ranger a $300 million budget?
Because of that train sequence, probably.
Yeah.
Did you really need the train sequence? Really?
Because that guy has a fetish for train sequences.
Oh my! I mean,
watch any film that guy's directed, and there's a train sequence in it. I'm not even joking with you. Why you laughing? It's not a joke. It's true.
I mean, it's funny because
it's more like him running trains on the audience for watching his movies.
It's ever since World's End, or probably the second half of Dead Man's Chest, Gore Verbinski is on that Shyamalan decline where he's just like, everything I make is shit now. Like, everything.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, like, I mean, yeah, I guess Lone Ranger was bad. I've heard like, contrary to, like, you guys' opinion, that people have said they've liked it. I don't
the
know
Lone Ranger? Like who the what? Name me a part.
What, didn't Quentin Tarantino put it on, like, his best of list of 2013?
It can't. It can't be.
I think he did, and Kevin Smith.
He did, and so did Kevin Smith.
Yeah, he watched.
What the fuck are they watching? What are they talking about? Are you serious?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not as bad as, I don't know. Maybe we're so, like, angry. It's like you can't see through your hate.
Hey,
was there a measure of cynicism?
I don't know.
In that best of?
Hey! In the immortal words of Trinidad James, don't believe me? Just watch. Just watch it. Go ahead. Stop the podcast right now. Go to your local store.
Dude, I don't have 3 hours.
Rent the fucking movie, watch it, then come back to me and tell me that you didn't know what the fuck you were watching. It's funny because the guy from Iron Man 3, who's what's his name, Badge Dale, the gum chewing motherfucker, he's in the movie as the Lone Ranger's brother. He would have been a badass Lone Ranger. Armie Hammer, horrible. You
And
explain.
he was like the highly touted actor who everybody was talking about during 2013.
Yeah, like he's gonna be Batman. He's
Armie
gonna be
Hammer,
Batman.
I don't know.
And now
Maybe he'd play a better Batman than Lone Ranger. I mean, maybe it's just bad writing. Maybe they just wrote.
I'm
Lone Ranger
hoping
really
it's bad
bad
writing. It was.
I think
I don't
Armie
know.
Hammer's
I
an
read
okay
I read
actor.
that script. I read that Justice League script, and I can't picture him in it.
No. He's too like jockey for it. He's very like
Actually, it's not a bad script.
It seems like he would be beating up Ralph
it was
Macchio
George
with it.
Miller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good things about it.
I mean, it's like Baby Justice League, I guess, kind of, right? It's like when they all meet for the first time. I don't know. I mean, you could maybe play like a younger Bruce Wayne.
Never gonna happen.
Well, now it's not.
Never gonna happen. Thank God.
Thanks to
Still don't know
DC
if
and
it's
Warner
gonna happen.
Brothers.
Yeah, it's true. Knowing fucking DC, they'll probably fucking cast him as Batman.
Don't worry. Denzel's gonna be Lex Luthor. It's fine.
Oh Jesus.
Which I'd be fine with.
Lex Luthor,
That
yes.
frog.
Not fucking John Stewart.
John Stewart.
I don't know where they're getting that shit from. I'm like, wait. You're telling me a 60-year-old man's gonna be fucking John Stewart? I'm good.
Michigan J. Frog does what he chooses.
Apparently.
Yeah,
man.
it's like ribbit, bitch.
And one of those things he does is heroin.
Yeah.
We're gonna
That's how he stayed alive in that box for like 20,000 years.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna take a break and then we're gonna do the best of get off of this shitty fucking subject.
Why haven't you seen Jaws?
I've seen Finding Nemo. That's close enough, right?
Why haven't you seen The Usual Suspects?
Because I already know who Kaiser Soze is.
I can't believe you haven't seen Videodrome.
What? Has anyone seen Videodrome?
You haven't seen Psycho?
Okay. How about I start a podcast where someone will introduce me to one of these great movies I've never seen before, and in return, I'll have them watch a superhero movie. Film-wise, the Why Haven't You Seen This Film podcast. Find it on iTunes or Stitcher Radio.
All right, time to do the best of 2013.
Time to honor the best of the best. Well, as honored as people who poured their heart and soul into cinematic works of art can feel, from the opinion of four schlubs cackling into their laptops. That's right. A true honor.
We're gonna do television first, and then we're going to movies. So, Justin, pal of mine, what is your best TV show of 2013?
You kind of like butter him up and go like, "Come on, say it,
Say it."
Wow.
You can drop honorable mentions if you need to.
The best TV show of 2013.
Yeah.
I would pick a Showtime show.
Oh.
Yeah, because that was surprising. I didn't think it was going to be as good, as I thought it was going to be.
Ray Donovan.
Ray Donovan.
Ray
I thought you were going to go the Masters of Sex route.
That's what I thought
I've
too.
heard good things about it.
Or is it Shameless on Showtime too?
Shameless is, but it hasn't come back yet. It's come back soon. But
Yeah.
it was good. It gets better and better. But yeah, it's new, and it was his first season, and I thought it was pretty strong, and I think it ended very well for our first season. So surprisingly, it was pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed a lot of HBO shows, but this was more surprising. Mostly
That's
because
with
it was the first season.
John Voight banging a whole bunch of black girls, right?
Yeah.
I saw the first episode, and I probably watch it on the come up. It seemed like it was interesting. It almost seemed like Arliss, but like a dark Arliss.
Sure.
I can kind of see that, I guess.
I haven't thought or could even remembered that Arliss existed until you said something.
Arliss is awesome. What are you talking about? That's when HBO.
It's like Dream On without all the sex.
Oh man, it's essentially what it was. But no, Ray Donovan was. I mean, good for Liv Schreiber. He that's like one of those actors who like I kind of root for. Like I hope he gets a good part. And apparently, I'm glad he's good in that show. See, it's funny because John Voight, for as illustrious as he is, he does like good stuff, and then he does some shit where I don't know why John Voight's doing. He's in like a talking baby movie.
Who, John Voight?
Yeah. It's like what the fuck is the name of it?
He's bored. I guess he wants to like challenge himself. So
he plays a
see
Nazi.
How bad I can act.
He plays a Nazi in one of those fucking
Baby Genius.
Baby Geniuses. Yeah,
Baby Genius.
Yeah, he did
He's working on two Baby Geniuses and the Treasures of Egypt. And Baby Geniuses, and the Space Boy. Space Baby.
Oh, yeah. So, I don't know.
I keep thinking you're going to say Baby Jesuses.
Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus, because there will be multiple
Baby Jesuses.
Baby Jesus.
Will it be Baby Jesuses?
Baby Jesuses.
Well, you would have Baby Jesus, Baby Jesus, Baby Jehovah. You'd have like all these different like babies from different.
So is Baby Jehovah like?
He's like the super
the black
Israeli one, maybe.
Oh, I was gonna say he's the black one. Is like Jay-Z's kid, illegitimate kid.
Oh man.
He has an illegitimate kid.
Why not?
It's Jay-Z.
Sure, he is Jay-Z.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, Ray Donovan. When does that come back? Is that coming back next? Is it next?
Well, it premiered in June, so.
Oh, so I probably gotta wait till all the way.
Yeah, you gotta ways to go.
Yeah. Matthew, what is your best show of 2013? Honorable mentions are welcome.
I'll cut straight to the chase. No, I was just gonna say something that's already been showing, but I'm trying to go for something a new show. I mean, you could say Game of Thrones. You could say fucking this season of Boardwalk Empire. You could say like a lot of stuff. Those are really good. I think this was the strongest Boardwalk Empire season since season 1, and I guess probably the strongest Game of Thrones season ever so far. But I'm gonna go with something that everybody's gonna go no. And everybody should probably knows what it is right now. Sleepy Hollow.
No!
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Everybody hated so hard on Sleepy Hollow. It has
its audience. I have to admit it.
Best ratings they've ever had in a while. Probably since like 24 or something like that. Best ratings they've ever had.
You will be proud of me. I have seen every episode of Sleepy Hollow. I have watched and Almost Human. I've watched every episode.
At least you're watching in spite of it.
I'm watching in spite of it. I still have my problems with it, but it does have its audience, so good for that. It's filling that fringe gap. And I mean Fringe like a TV
the
show.
New Fringe.
Yeah,
but they put it at a good time slot that it can succeed. Actually, not putting it fucking Friday at 9 o'clock.
Saturday at 8.
At least it's on a Monday. Monday prime time on Fox. So at least they have faith in it, type of thing. So, but I don't know. It's like you said. It's the Fringe fill-in. If you liked Fringe, you'll like this. I mean, it's practically the same guys. Robert Orci, right? Isn't it Robert Orci and somebody else who created it? So.
Well, I know J.H. Wyman, who did Fringe. He works for Almost Human, but I know Orci. One of the Orcis, because I think it's two of them. One of them does Almost Human, and I think one of them does Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, so it has that Fringe. It has that Abrams effect on it a little bit. So which to me, I like it a lot. So fuck you.
You like Orlando Jones as?
No, he's still goofy, and it's like, why is this guy still?
Do you buy Orlando Jones as the police
chief?
Of course
not. I don't buy a lot. I mean, but I suspend enough disbelief for 44 minutes so I can like get over it and go like, oh okay, whatever. He's this goofball police. I mean, he's no Lance Reddick. They should have cast Lance Reddick.
Lance Reddick would have been fucking badass as a fucking police chief.
I told you
you should have been
Fringe effect right there.
I told you should have been a police chief on that show. I told you should have been Keith David. I'd have watched. I'd have been fucking happy as fuck watching that show because I wouldn't care what it's about. Any show we've ever mentioned, he'd have been awesome. I'd buy him as Jon Stewart over fucking Denzel Washington.
There you go. You got the voice. I just want to hear him voice Jon Stewart.
Oh Jesus Christ! In darkest, in blackest day, in darkest night, blah blah blah. I didn't bring my ring out for air.
Imagine Spawn saying that. That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be fucking badass. Neal, what is your best show of 2013? Honorable mentions are allowed.
Got a few honorable mentions. 30 Rock for a strong end. It was a very brief, appearance in 2013, but I loved all things that were 30 Rock and greatly missed. Axe Cop, which is a really quick 15-minute show. Super fun, hilarious. I enjoy it.
It's called Axe Cop. It already wins.
Yeah.
Dude,
and it's made by a child.
It is fucking Axe Cop.
Dude, it's called Axe Cop. You don't, dude. I bet you the pitch was like, okay, what's your show? It's called Axe Cop. Sold.
That's essentially it. I mean, it's really you're not in it for any plot or anything. It's just a fun 15-minute show. Fox is junket into animation on Saturday nights, so that's another honorable mention. Another honorable mention is Continuum on Sci-Fi, which is a pretty fun show. It's actually, to me, it's better than Almost Human as far as for the futuristic elements, and it's got Rachel Nichols of aka Scarlet from G.I. Joe.
Oh my god, she's alive? Mm-hmm. Last time I saw her was Star Trek. I haven't seen her since Star Trek.
Yep. She's on Continuum, and like I said, it's a pretty fun show, especially for a sci-fi show. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get the greatest of the great, but it's been fun. And my television show of the year for 2013, of course, I'm going to go with something anime, and that is Attack on Titan, which is something
another shrug.
That on cartoon?
I highly recommend that you guys at least watch the first episode. If you don't like it, then something's wrong with your brain.
Too late. There is something wrong with my brain.
That's what the doctor said.
They always tell me something's wrong with my brain. Is that on Cartoon Network or is that on?
No. I watched that actually on my Roku, and because it's not even brought, it hasn't been imported over to America yet, so it's completely dubbed, or completely subtitled. But basically, humanity's for all intents and purposes, we're fucked. No black people.
So you're telling me it's an anime where humanity's in peril again?
Much like many sci-fi shows or futuristic things, post-apocalyptic shits. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
and there will be an Asian girl with blue hair, guaranteed.
Yes.
Nope, no blue hair. No blue hair.
No blue hair. Oh my god, nope. Humanity
Red
is in danger.
Yellow, orange,
pink,
red?
Purple.
Just blondes.
Oh, okay.
Normal hair colors.
Oh, Asian blonde chicks. I can dig that.
So,
continue. Sorry.
No. Like I said, it's fun. I really think you guys will.
Is it a comedy or is it drama or is it like
no?
Bleach?
It's action. It's action. 25 episodes. You're in, you're out, and it's basically humans forever. We were at the top of the food chain. Joke was on us. We weren't. There are these things called Titans. They're giants, obviously, because that's why they're called Titans, and they eat us.
Oh,
sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta download this because if you're telling me it's not on Netflix, and it's not on Cartoon Network, I'm gonna have to do some finding to figure out what's going on with the show.
If you can get it on Crunchyroll, best place to go watch it.
I'm gonna check my anime flavor. That's where I get to catch up on all my shit.
You're gonna have to go to a dark corner.
Talk to a guy in a trench coat. Hey, man.
Yo, I got this Titan for you, dog.
You got that Titan, son. I need that Titan, man. I need that Titan.
I got what you need, man. I got what you need.
Got the shit.
Cheeseburgers, man.
Got these cheeseburgers.
I'll suck your Titan.
Oh boy. My best show of 2013. I got two honorable mentions. One that me and Neal watch, and one that I know all of us watch. The one that me and Neal watch, Suits, from the beginning to now.
Yeah, baby.
It literally, it's fucking badass. And for the simple fact that it's probably the best lawyer show on television of all of them. Sorry,
the only loyal.
Well, you got Law and Order, you got The Good Wife, but Suits,
Franklin and Bash.
Yeah, Suits can. It seems like Franklin and Bash. I forgot about that one.
I still don't know which one is which.
I don't care. One is
a Brazilian Isles. No, they're not lawyers.
One's a cop, I think.
And cops.
Some shit. But no,
Cagney and Lacey.
Suits has the distinction of actually being funny and hitting dramatic moments, and it has Gina Torres, and it has Gina Torres. Gina Torres is hot. And
is Gina Torres in it?
I think Gina Torres.
Speaking of Gina Torres, we forgot to mention Hannibal, but I maybe that's not on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a Hannibal fan.
God.
Sorry, buddy. Not a Hannibal. I watch Hannibal. I've seen them all, but it's visual only. It's the only God forgives of TV. It has a
It's a
plot.
one
It's
show.
just I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah, at least you could understand what Mad Mikkelsen's saying.
Yeah.
Though. You couldn't understand shit he was saying the first few.
Oh, the first 2 episodes he was speaking in fucking Swedish.
Like, what the fuck, man? Speak English, damn it.
But no, Suits is really good, and I like how certain characters who were like fringe in the beginning are now like the most popular. Like Louis Litt, who was like this side character in the first episode, is now the second most popular character on the show. The show is good. I recommend the show for people who haven't watched it. If you want to see Gabriel Macht, who is essentially the Tony Starks of TV now. He's like the most. His character is Tony Stark, but a lawyer. Essentially, what it is. He's fast talking, always has a plan, funny as hell. He's the show.
He was the Spectre.
And he's a Spectre. And he was the Spirit.
Oh, the Spirit, the Spectre, same difference.
Same shit.
He was an apparition of some sort.
He was some kind of ghost. My second honorable mention, from where it began to what it is now, Arrow is my honorable. It barely missed number one. Barely. Because you gotta understand, this is a CW show about a fringe DC character, and it is easily the best comic book TV show on television. And I'm counting Walking Dead, because I got more excitement of this season of Arrow than I got of the last 2 seasons of Walking Dead. I actually was like excited to watch an episode. Walking Dead, I felt like I had to like fucking like
it's like taking medication.
Check my medication. Like it's like fuck, I gotta watch Walking Dead. It's like going to the dentist, fucking watching Walking Dead.
Jesus.
It just feels like a fucking. I mean, it's good, but it's like fuck. Arrow is like yes, all right, and it literally had zero expectations, and it's not only dancing circles around Shield. That race is over. It's now beating Walking Dead for me. I'm trying to think of another comic book show on television, but this is it. I don't know if anybody disagrees with me, but Arrow is it is the best.
I would say that in the defense of The Walking Dead, because the show itself is just like reading the book, and I could not read The Walking Dead month by month. I have to read it in trades. So with you guys saying, like with you and Justin saying you have to binge watch it, I can understand, because it would be tedious. Much like the book.
You think I'm gonna wait around a week?
Well, I think the show's more of a slave to the book, whereas Arrow doesn't have to be a slave to
anything.
It's like, okay, let's just throw some shit in there. Let's throw Solomon Grundy in there.
Here's
absolutely,
Black Canary's here now.
Here's Black Canary.
There's Deathstroke.
There's Deathstroke.
Ollie has
Deadshot,
as a character. Green Arrow has most of the characters that that are on that show are either made up or aren't in his rogues gallery.
Yeah,
they're like they're Batman villains essentially.
Batman,
most of them,
Titans,
Ra's al Ghul,
Grundy,
Deadshot, Firefly,
Deadshot. All these motherfuckers are Batman villains.
It's like, wait a minute, it's like Batman's on vacation. Green Arrow, handle my lightweights. But Arrow is my honorable mention. My favorite show of 2013, mainly and strictly probably out of consistently. I mean, and everybody knows Justified is my favorite show on television, but it wasn't as consistent last season as this show. From start to finish, and even it has the biggest finish of all. Game of Thrones it's not even close. It's one, they're throwing around money like HBO throws money at that
was
shit.
the kind of like it's everybody's. It's like I didn't want to go there because it's like, of course it is.
But do you guys remember? Do you guys remember that the season finale kind of stopped the internet for a while? Like people who hadn't read the book were like,
dude, it wasn't even the finale. It was the episode.
Oh, the second. Finale. Sorry, the second. Sorry, my fault. You're right. The episode before the finale broke the internet.
Yeah, people were like, "What the fuck?"
Was that the Black Wedding?
The Red Wedding.
The Reigns of Castamere episode.
Yeah,
man.
Red
Wedding episode.
It literally there was when your show starts memes on YouTube, you're kicking pretty big ass.
Yeah, just wait until next season.
Oh my god, yeah, when shit starts to, I mean,
this is the purple wedding.
Oh, the purple. They're gonna have the black and white wedding, and then fucking your purple wedding. I think is with Prince, but no.
And Billy Idol's gonna sing White Wedding.
The purple reign of Castamere. Castamere. I want to see that shit.
Oh hell!
Is Apollonia gonna show up out of nowhere?
If Prince showed up on
purple, it's actually called Purple. I'm not making a joke. There's a purple wedding.
Please tell me Prince is gonna guest star. It would get the highest ratings of TV history. It would beat MASH to shit. I would watch it 17 straight times. They would have 17 rebroadcasts. But no, Game of Thrones consistently this was the season where this the season where fucking Daenerys fucking like lit a fucking kingdom on fire with her fucking dragons and she I mean what didn't happen in this season? It was consistent. I mean, people like to say Breaking Bad, and Breaking Bad kind of ended in a way where we
even forgot to mention that.
Yeah. No, it was great. Breaking Bad was great, but it was always kind of like
that's the problem.
That was a good ending. I mean, it was a flawless ending, but it was very good. Fucking Game of Thrones hurt you. Like literally, it came into your house and changed your life. Like you were just walking around. Like,
oh, I would say Breaking Bad hurt me more.
But it was more closure to Breaking Bad. There was no closure to Game of Thrones.
But it was always.
It all depends how much.
It was always good. Like if you asked this like a couple years ago, every year I would have probably kept saying Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is the best show.
Oh no, Breaking Bad's awesome.
But it's over now, so
yeah.
But I think you were probably more emotionally invested in the characters on Breaking Bad.
Oh
than
God, yeah.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, you're kind of like, okay, there's fucking dragons and wizards and shit. You're like.
But you gotta, but
never almost cried watching a TV show.
Yeah, but think about this. Breaking Bad, you're right. It's more intimate, but you gotta give Game of Thrones credit for having as many characters as they do, and I've never been bored watching it. It could be the fucking crazy blood chick who's banging everybody for fucking sacrifices with that crazy guy, or it could be Arya. Or it could be Tyrion, or it could be Jamie and the badass bitch, or it could be Bronn. It could be the fucking old lady of the thorns, or whatever.
Character-wise,
oh my,
it's really great.
It has so many characters, and where it could easily just have, okay, here's a stinker episode. Every episode to me this season I liked. I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority, but
No. I mean, no, the season is so. But I think the difference between if we're comparing apples and oranges to Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones. Breaking Bad, you had no fucking idea what was going to happen.
Oh, no.
Whereas
true.
Game of Thrones, you can easily spoil yourself if you want to, and you see things coming.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of visualizing and saying like, oh fuck, that's how it was supposed to look. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But
because I knew the Red Wedding was coming, but it still fucked me up.
I think a lot of people did, especially if you read the books.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I think, because the material. Game of Thrones is a slave to the material, much like with like we were just saying with Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, yeah. But so we're gonna go into movies now. Justin, what is your best movie of 2013? Honorable mentions.
Well, I think we might have a double here. With somebody else's.
I think we're all gonna probably have a couple
same
of the
thing.
same thing.
All right, well, let's do it this way. Let's limit it to 2 honorable mentions.
I got 2.
One, the motherfucking one that's yours.
All right.
So you want my
honorables first.
Honorables first? Okay.
Absolutely.
Honorables would have to be, well, you're going to hate me for saying this. I did enjoy, with the problems, I did enjoy watching Man of Steel.
Boom! It finally showed up. I was wondering where it was going to show up.
Boo!
I was wondering that earlier because nobody's mentioned Man of Steel.
No, I've been thinking. Right. I was wondering too.
It's in the middle of bad and good to me. It's a 6.
My man, Justin. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother.
You fucking DC marks.
you got Batman and Superman over here. The other one.
Look at them, Neal, shaking in their boots.
Dude, I'm like fucking Mr. Mixelplix up in this bitch.
I'm sorry, I just got the whole
magic and shit.
I got the host of the Avengers behind me. I ain't shaking in shit. I'm fine.
You're gonna need him. You're gonna need him for Superman.
I don't need him. I only need one. I only need is Robert Downey Jr. and I win. Automatically.
You did like Doctor Strange at least to like stand up to Superman.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You need magic.
It's a magic, yeah. But yeah, Man of Steel is your honorable mention, Justin.
Mm-hmm. Another honorable mention. I would probably pick out of all of them. I mean, I really enjoyed watching at the movies. I really enjoyed watching Star Trek. So not to say it's bad or anything, but
people hate on it, but I don't know why.
No, I don't hate on it.
I don't know why people are hating on this movie.
No, I have no issues with that film. But my favorite was a movie I saw yesterday. We can either leave it at that, or I can
you can go into it. You can go into it because I might
Maybe some piggybacking going on.
I might not, or maybe not.
And let me say this. And Gravity was really good. I really enjoyed Gravity this year. But
it's hard to narrow it down.
It's really hard with those.
This is a good year. This is a good year, I think.
Yeah, and a movie called Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know if you heard of it.
We've only mentioned it every month.
It was probably the most exciting thing I've ever seen at a theater in a long time. I never had a high so much. I still have a grin on my face from watching that film. Oh man, that's good. That is really good. So that I think is the best film of the year. Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. Matt, what is your best film of 2013? Honorable mentions as well.
All right, I'll bust out the 2 honorable mentions first. First one is probably going to be... I mean, there's so many. It's hard to fucking pick.
Yeah. Sophie's choice.
Narrow it down to 2 honorable mention. I think first honorable mention is probably going to be Spring Breakers out of all of them, just because it's so fucking out there, and it's one of those movies that people really want to hate it, and I understand why people hate it, but I mean, it's just one of those movies where people are like, fuck this movie, fuck James Franco, fuck you, because this is probably the best movie, not best movie he's ever been in, but best James Franco performance I think I've ever seen, because you've never seen anything like it when he's with him in Spring Breakers. I mean, there's some problems with it, but
he went full Johnny Depp with this.
Dude, he went full fucking, like, he was like, fuck this, I'm diving dick fucking first.
I'm gonna transform myself. I'm gonna bail it out. I'm gonna transform myself completely.
Exactly, and it's funny because I was sitting at work today, and a lot of people at my job, they're like big into rap and stuff like that, big weird obscure rappers, and I guess they showed me the rapper that James Franco was apparently based on.
I've seen him. Yeah,
Riff Raff or whatever the fuck his name is, or something like that. It's like this weird fucking honky motherfucker. It's just, okay, this is the guy he's based on.
He was on the cover of New Times to promote it. Like, they were like saying, this is what James Franco was copying off of Riff Raff. Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. But I mean, all in all, the movie is...
Wait.
What?
Did you just
hear it?
Maybe I.
No, he said
just
honky.
I can say honky.
No. It's not even the honky part. Did you just say that James Franco's character was based off of a rapper named Riff Raff?
Oh yeah. That's not a joke. That's the truth. That's
the truth. That's not be joking around anymore.
I think of the. You
think of the thing from fucking
Heathcliff.
Yeah, that's right. What he was thinking of when he picked his name. Are we gonna go into rapper names? There's a guy named Trinidad James I referenced earlier. Pretty sure that's not his birth name.
Oh, that was a rapper? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that is a rapper.
That's a rapper.
Isn't there like another rapper? His name's like Montana. Something
French Montana.
That's Hannah.
French Montana.
That's Hannah Montana. You're thinking of Hannah Montana.
Speaking of Miley Cyrus,
she's not technically a rapper, but we'll let her.
She's getting wrapped around fucking big black wieners, I'm sure.
And wrecking balls, but yes.
Okay, but so that's number one on the honorable mentions. It's overall it's visually very very appealing, and performance wise, it's actually quite good. Second one is just one because I had a lot of fun, and this was fucking tough to decide between these two right here. I'm gonna say This Is the End is another honorable mention because, like, everybody says, I mean, Wolf of Wall Street, yeah, I had a great fucking time in it, but it was a different type of time. It was like, I'm on Quaaludes, I'm on Coke, I'm on all types of shit, you know. Where it was like a really high. Whereas, like, I'm watching This Is the End, I feel like I just smoked like a pound of weed type of thing.
It's a downer.
It was like a mellow high. It was like, oh man, these guys are really fucking funny. I feel like it was natural marijuana being pumped in through the vents of the movie theater that I was in, or something like that.
That was a fun movie. I will say that.
Fucking fun, so much fucking fun, and another fucking James Franco movie.
Three Francos,
dude. Motherfucking Franco is like in every goddamn movie this year. I checked. James Franco was in 10 movies this year.
Holy shit.
10 fucking movies.
He's white Samuel Jackson.
He is.
Let's not go there.
He's not quite there yet.
Not yet.
He's on the way.
He's about 10 more movies in the end.
And he was also, I watched Lovelace today, the one with Amanda Seyfried. He
Yeah.
was fucking Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw that, yeah. He was pretty good as Hugh Hefner.
He was pretty good in the time he was in. But yeah, that motherfucker's in 10 movies this year. That brings me to the best film of the year, for me, at least. Wolf of Wall Street, you and we saw it yesterday, DJ. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's like it's up there, but I don't want to fucking do it.
I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't even. I'm surprised they didn't actually beat a dead horse in that movie because they did everything else.
No, they
I
did.
think they beat off a dead horse.
They beat off a dead
movie.
horse. I told you, it is the modern day equivalent of Caligula. If you haven't seen Caligula, it's literally Malcolm McDonald fucking and killing everything.
Yeah, but I think you're missing the biggest point. The biggest point about that is like you have Martin Scorsese acting like Martin Scorsese years ago.
Yeah. This is like this is Goodfellas, Martin Scorsese back in full effect.
Oh yeah.
But I'll stop you guys right there because I won't say that's my favorite movie of the year.
Oh, you know what? Go to hell.
Because I'm gonna go with another movie I had a lot of fun in. Pacific Rim.
Oh, Pacific Rim.
My personal fucking favorite movie. It's not the best movie by far. I mean, if I wanted to go best, I would have said like fucking Wolf of Wall Street or probably 12 Years a Slave or something like that.
What was your best time in the movie theater?
Best fucking time the entire year. And I think I saw This Is the End and then Pacific Rim in back-to-back weeks. And those are probably my two favorite weeks of the entire goddamn year, besides the week that I got married. So
good save.
Good
save. I'm sweating for you.
Came close on that.
Yeah, it was really close.
Put that out there. I want to make sure we're clear on that.
Yep. This is the last episode Matt will be on.
Yes.
Matt's going to be murdered.
I'm writing up the legal paper.
She has a knife to my throat right now, actually. And a gun.
Just in case.
Both. In case the knife doesn't work, at least my head will come off.
But Pacific Rim is the best time you had in the theater. I can understand that.
Best
Pacific
fucking
Rim
time. It was so much fun. And like I said, not the best movie, but so...
I think that's what you need to go though. If the movie has to be fun, has to be the best movie that everyone loves. It's what made you personally have the most fun.
And
truth and fucking advertising.
It told you, hey, we're gonna give you robots versus monsters. You go in there for 2 hours, guess what you got? Robots versus fucking monsters. It didn't lie to you like Iron Man 3 did. It told you, hey, look, a robot's gonna punch a fucking monster in the face with a boat. And guess what I saw? A robot punch a fucking monster in the face with a boat.
And then shot it in the face a bunch of times after that.
Just to check its pulse and shot it so it could see its heart. That's so fucking badass. But yes.
I get a boner thinking
it's
about
so fucking awesome. So Pacific Rim is your pick of the year. Neal.
That's my pick. Yeah.
Neal, what is your best movie of the year?
Honorable mentions. I would have to say to start 42.
Oh, with
the fucking Jackie Robinson.
That was the movie with Harrison Ford, Sleeper. Sleeper out of nowhere.
You get out there.
I'm standing. Well, I can't.
You show them how to eat that hot dog.
I can't do the standing on your neckline there, so I got to do like something else. What does Harrison Ford mumble in that movie? Jackie. If Ty Cobb cleats you in the groin, you punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah, you punch that white guy.
You punch that guy in the face.
You take your
punch
dick
that goddamn cracker.
You put a dick in his mouth.
Jackie, we are going to die.
That
Jackie
did not
Robinson
happen,
is a modern
but that would have
day
been
Ford
awesome.
He just starts swinging his fist at Jackie Robinson. In a fucking cave with short round. We are going to die.
So does he shoot first also? I mean, since we're going there.
Ty Cobb is swinging the bat.
Harrison.
Are you comparing Jackie Robinson to Greedo?
I've been waiting a long time for this, Harrison.
Bang.
I've got his money, Ty.
Sorry for the mess, bitch.
Oh, God.
So that's your honorable mention 42, or as we like to call it, Indiana Jones Solo.
In the Black Crusade.
In the Black Crusade. Oh God.
now I actually want to watch this movie.
Yes.
You've resold it. You've repackaged it to me.
Oh God.
Oh man.
That was great.
What else you got, Neal?
I'm torn between my two honorable, well, my favorite of the year and my honorable mention, but I guess I'll go with G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Damn.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah,
it was fun, and it revitalized a extremely dead franchise, because that franchise was on its last legs. But I told anyone who would listen, I stood on a fucking rafter and I told everyone this movie is going to be good, and it was. It was like watching an episode of G.I. Joe: Real American Hero.
And that girl who should have been playing Wonder Woman, Agent Padalecki. Wow. That's all I'll say. That's my review of G.I. Joe the movie. Check out Lady J.
Scarlet in this
No, Lady J, my friend.
She was
Lady fucking J.
No, Lady J.
Holy God. She was Wonder Woman for the TV show pilot for David E. Kelly, but man, oh man, I don't know what the fuck they did to her in that movie. They must have sprayed her with something.
She looked nothing like she did.
Holy shit! I mean,
I
forgot what was. There was moments where I was like, wait, what's happening? I don't. I was lost in her eyes. Yes, her eyes.
Her eyes, yeah. Her whispering eye.
Well done, DJ.
Yes.
Classic.
Sorry, I was saving myself there. Continue, Neal.
And my favorite movie, personally, of 2013 happens to be the number 2 grossing film of 2013. Despicable Me 2.
Oh.
Damn, you went with the fucking dark horses all the way.
But it's funny because Despicable Me 2 is like still making money. That movie made so much fucking money.
That's fucking unfair.
That movie is just. I think it's like the 5th highest grossing movie ever, or some shit like that. It like broke like a record in like nobody knew about it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Despicable Me 2 probably a good month and a half after it had already gone out, and it was still packed.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Man. I think in November we did a podcast in November, and it was still in the theaters. And it grossed like $6 million that weekend. And it's been out for like fucking 4 months. It's like, wait a minute, why is this movie still making money? Why? What the
fucking kids, man.
Jesus Christ.
Goddamn kids.
I don't know if that's
Kids and Pharrell.
I don't know if that's an indictment on cartoon movies in the world today, or is it just that goddamn good? Neal, you're saying it's just that goddamn good.
It was that damn good.
Because the first one was funny. I liked the first one.
And it was a movie that there wasn't a drop off from the first one. It was just as good, if not even in some ways better than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I think it like transcends. I think it's like kind of like this generation. I mean, relatively speaking, like Shrek. Like everybody kind of liked the first Shrek a lot. It's kind of like Shrek.
No man, then Shrek fell the fuck off.
It fell the fuck off.
Smoking
the third was the fall off. I like the second one.
Shrek need heroin. Blimey, it's fucking heroin.
Beating women and shit. It got dark.
Shrek lost his fucking mind.
It got really, really dark.
It's like, really, Shrek, can you please stop beating Fiona? Fuck that.
Shut the fuck up and try to eat heroin here.
He's not even injecting it, he's eating it.
He's eating it now.
He's eating.
That's what fucking ogres do, man. They eat fucking heroin. They shoot that shit.
Is that what they do?
Eat it.
Yeah. They have needles back in the fucking Neverland. They fucking ate that shit.
They just chew on some heroin.
Chew on some fucking heroin.
Donkeys.
I'm gonna get myself some heroin.
He skinned Donkey alive and fucking wears his pelt. He's fucking freaking out.
Nah, Donkey was the drug mule. Yo.
Oh, he's literally a drug mule.
Literally a drug mule.
Perfect. My best films of 2013. My honorable mentions, 2 of them have been mentioned, so I'll just mention the other ones that weren't. One of them I saw today, and I know Matt has talked about this film many times. I just got around to seeing it. American Hustle is fucking awesome. American Hustle.
I knew it was going to come eventually. Yeah.
Oh, it is awesome. First off, it's sad because I want to give David Russell a shitload of credit, but it essentially is him doing Martin Scorsese. And literally, the way he shoots it, it's like I'm like watching
two Martin Scorsese films that came out at the same time.
And that's what it looks like. I'm not sure.
Within a week apart.
If you didn't know David Russell directed that movie, you were like, wait, Martin Scorsese? He did the same snap zooms, all the long dolly shots, all that shit. It's the same style as and subject matter as a Martin Scorsese picture. But on top of that, without the direction aside, the performances in that movie, holy shit. Everybody's good. I didn't know Louis C.K. was in this movie. He's fucking awesome.
Yo, he's fucking great.
He's awesome in this movie. And we were talking about the Golden Globes earlier and how Jeremy Renner got held out. Jeremy Renner is really good in that movie. I guess he's like the odd man out, but it's not like he's bad. He's
like Avengers.
Yeah, like Avengers.
He's like Hawkeye. Huh?
But didn't he approach American Hustle with a great more zeal than he did Avengers?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of indifference.
It's funny because he was supposed to play the Bradley Cooper role, and Bradley Cooper was supposed to play the Christian Bale role because Christian Bale's schedule was all fucked up. And then Christian Bale came back, and they just moved everybody back, and they wrote the character that he plays for Renner. David Russell wrote the mayor character for Renner because he was supposed to be Bradley Cooper's character. And I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I can't see Renner in that role. So I think everything worked out for the best because Cooper's awesome. Christian Bale, again, I mean, Christian Bale is now like...
He's Christian Bale. What do you expect?
He's good, man. For the shit the guy gets, the guy does so much fucking charity. It's like on the sneak. It's crazy. But everybody just remembers him for cursing out a DP.
He just isn't like motherfuckers
walking in his fucking island. If you don't walk in his island, the guy's a good guy.
Yeah, he's fine.
But yeah, Jennifer Lawrence and Amy Adams, they're the ones that really just, if you want to watch good acting, great acting, just watch American Hustle. It's really, really good. Jennifer Lawrence is amazing.
She will win this year. Amy Adams will win this year. I'm saying it now. I'm putting on the fucking paper.
One on the record. Amy Adams is great.
I don't. If you're gonna say that, then I would go with Margaret.
Oh, from Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
She's gonna get. But she's best supporting though, right?
I think
she'd be best supporting. I think
she was good in it, but I mean,
I was highly impressed with her.
She's
like her first role.
She's Australian, so that's good enough. Yeah, I think it's her first major role. But she's going to get.
She did TV. She did some films.
Neighbors or something.
That About Time film.
Oh, I think she was like in wasn't she like in Vampire Diaries too or
something else?
Pan Am. She was in
Pan Am. That's what it was. Yeah. But
Pan Am.
Yeah,
God, I forgot that show.
Oh, the one with Christina Ricci. Oh fuck. Okay.
But the thing about it is, if she's gonna be up for best supporting, she's going against Jennifer Lawrence. No chance.
I don't know.
Jennifer Lawrence is really good in American Hustle, Justin.
I know.
She wasn't my favorite. I liked Amy Adams better than.
Oh, but Jennifer
still.
Dude, that scene is.
So you like something from Man of Steel?
I wonder if the carpet matches the piece.
Oh man, but no.
Wow.
But I mean, Jennifer Lawrence, that scene with her and Christian Bale, like I told you earlier, Matt, the whole scene is improv, and it's fucking amazing. She's amazing in it, and they just made it up on the fucking spot. Which I have to, I give the girl from Wolf of Wall Street, Margot Robbie, I think her name is. She's very, 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 very good in that movie. But I think she'd only be up for best supporting. She wouldn't be up for best actress, I don't think, because it's not really.
No, probably.
I don't think there was like exactly.
But yeah, American Hustle is my first honorable mention, and just like Neal, my last honorable mention in my favorite film of the year. This changed in my head like 3 times today, where I was like, which one should I pick? Because they're both so fucking good. But I kind of decided to pick it by which movie I thought was best for all audiences. Wolf of Wall Street loses by a cunt hair, like literally, like
a cunt hair. Damn.
It's lit because it's blisteringly amazing. Wolf of Wall Street is probably, again, delivers on every promise it tells you. Hey, you want to see Leonardo DiCaprio or Jonah Hill do blow and bang hookers for 2.5 hours and spend absorbent amounts of money and break the fucking
blow
law
out of a woman's
asshole. I mean,
yeah, that was amazing.
There's things
that was just in the first
15
I want to do that
minutes.
Now.
There's things that happen in that movie where I'm like, wow, I don't think I'm old enough to see this. I mean, Jonah Hill's jerking off in the middle of a party.
Yeah, and then he gets to see his dick.
It's like crazy shit. It's literally, again, it's modern day Caligula. It's modern day Caligula.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And on top of the fact that the crazy shit happens, it's such a well-made movie. The writing is so good. The performances are all great. It's so good. But the only reason it loses is mainly because it's a comedy. And not because it's a comedy, but because it's like one thing.
It's a funny film.
Gravity to me is my number one film of the year, mainly because it's the perfect combination of art house, event film, action, drama, performances, and jaw-dropping suspense. Like literally, you take a breath before the movie starts, and you do not breathe until the movie's over. It's like holy shit. And since I remember the day we watched Pacific Rim, and that little kid in the back of the theater literally was freaking out, cried during the trailer of it. I was like, this movie's going to be fucking awesome. And holy shit, like I remember people talking about Gravity saying, the plot's not that great. And I don't see I disagree. I mean, the subtext of the Houston is God and the astronauts are sperm and
and like the rebirth. It's a modern day 2001.
Her taking her first steps like a child. It's very. Yeah. I thought it was very cleverly done. The special effects are. It's
pretty goddamn fucking good.
When James Cameron says you've just made the best space movie ever, that's a pretty fucking high praise for the guy that did fucking Aliens and Avatar. But yeah, it's fucking amazing. Gravity to me, it reminds me of that great was it Great Train Robbery where the audience sees a train coming at them and they freak out because they think the train's literally gonna come at them through the screen. When you're watching Gravity in the theater,
I think fucking shit's gonna hit you in the face.
Shit's exploding. Fucking, if you look around, the audience is like grabbing each other's hands, like something's gonna happen. It's a ride movie. Both movies are technically a ride movie, but Wolf of Wall Street.
It's a movie you need to see in the theater.
Yeah,
Gravity, I think. It deserves theater experience. You're never going to get the same experience at home.
That's why I think Wolf of Wall Street will probably hold the test of time because you can watch it anywhere, anytime, any place. Yeah. Gravity is literally like an event. That is the best fucking event you will have in the movie theater this year, for me, in my opinion. Wolf of Wall Street is literally second because, I mean, when I say it's second, I mean, if you happen to watch Wolf of Wall Street and you couldn't get into Gravity, don't worry. It's not that big of a difference. You're going to go on a different type of ride. You're going to go on a...
Well, it depends what kind of ride you want.
You're going to go on a ride where you're taking copious amounts of drugs and you're going to get copious amounts of STDs. and catch copious amounts of fucking criminal fines. But no, Gravity is my number one film of the year. Justin's was Wolf of Wall Street. Neal's was Despicable Me, and Matt was Pacific Rim, which again, badass movie.
You can't go wrong with any of
these movies. If you watch any of these, you're
and if you do, fuck you.
Fuck you.
And your couch.
Put boo boo on it, bitch.
Matt, you want to give them our information?
All right, we are Simplistic Reviews. You can visit our main website at www.simplisticreviews.blogspot.com. You can visit us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Simplistic Reviews. You can visit our YouTube site that has a few videos on there. For my count, I think we have 38 at this, right now. At www.youtube.com/Simplistic Reviews and the number 1, not 2, because if you see number 2, that means you're at the poop site. You want to be at the piss site.
The poop site. I want to visit the poop site.
The poop site. That's the number 2
You could have went
site.
with Snapple,
The poop site.
Fuck Snapple.
Snapple's number 2.
The best stuff on earth, my ass.
Again, the poop site.
Anyway, you can also visit us on Twitter. We are at www.twitter.com/SRblogspot, or if you just want to go to Twitter and check out the @ SRblogspot. We update kind of on a pretty normal basis. Now we've been doing this the entire time since we've been doing a podcast. The S and the R always mean something.
I'm afraid.
Whether it's personal or not. I think it's time for us to all. What does SR mean to you? What does SR mean to you, Justin?
It means a lot of things to me. Matt.
Well, tell me what it is, Justin.
Why are we talking like we're being questioned by the FBI? You got a wire? Yeah, you wearing a wire? Are you wearing a wire?
Get the fuck off my boat.
I'm handing Justin this case of money. Thanks,
your
DJ.
Train ride home.
Thanks, DJ, for handing me this case of money.
No problem, DJ and Justin.
No, just remember to throw away that yellow note.
Yeah.
Oh,
nobody finds it.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
But only for 3 months.
Because I'm rich.
Yay, America.
Spoiler alert, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. But other than that, and you can also check our stuff out on the Lamb at the Large Ass Movie Blogs, www.largeassmovieblogs.com. You can check out our podcast via that, and we post in the forums relatively regularly. And we also guest star on the Lambcast every once in a while too, so check that shit out.
Check that
Space Rectum.
Space Rectum. Oh,
yes.
That's exactly what Gravity was about.
Yes, it was a space rectum.
Space Rectum.
Yeah. DJ, what does SR mean to you?
I don't know if I'm going to beat Space Rectum other than Siamese rabies.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like
Yikes.
a cat coming.
Is it like the Siamese cats, like from Lady and the Tramp?
I'm thinking of the ones from Rescue Rangers that was chasing Chip and Dale around, and then Monterey Jack had to. Sorry, I'm.
He had to eat cheese.
He had to eat the cheese.
Cheese, because that was his crack.
That was his crack. Yeah.
He had a stutter.
He had a stutter, and fucking Zipper was flying around, and Gadget was getting gangbanged by the rest of them. But yes, continue. I'm sorry.
Chipmunk Train.
Chipmunk.
What does SR mean to you, Neal? On that note.
Oh wow! How can I?
Mm-hmm.
How can we top Siamese rabies?
I don't know.
Space Rectum. Space Rectum sounds like a movie I want to watch.
Rectum. That
Dude, it's a
sounds,
modern day black hole.
sounds like an
Lord's
asylum film.
Fishburne. It's like Event Horizon.
Oh. That was the unofficial sequel.
Yeah. Sam Neill has come back from the Space Rectum.
I'm gonna go with small rupees.
Rupees?
Small rupees?
That's right.
I guess if you're.
Or roofies, small roofies.
No, not roofalin. Not roofalin, baby. The rupee.
Small rupees? Like
Rupees.
Link uses rupees?
Yes, like the
Legend of Zelda?
The currency Indiana Jones used in India when he was trying to get the monkey.
Oh, maybe I should have. I said it wrong. Small rupees.
Rupees.
Yeah.
Rupees. What does SR mean to you, Matt?
Thank you.
Matthew Stewart, as I hand you this case of money.
I'm gonna go with something a little conservative, something that a lot of people are probably used to and they see in their everyday life. Something we've probably seen going through our daily rounds, being a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Skype rape.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That is a hot topic.
It's a hot button topic. It's a hot button topic. I just saw that on C-SPAN. I swear to God.
It needs like a Donahue episode.
What they're talking about in Russia right now? Something about Skype raping everywhere for the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's why Wentworth Miller didn't go over
Skype
there.
rape.
He was like, I can't go over there. There's Skype raping. There's Skype raping.
Dude, it's a major issue in this day and age.
Well, this concludes another year of the Simplistic Reviews podcast, which
Woo!
we
did well.
I think we did well. We've improved every episode. We've added,
and by improve you mean we haven't.
We haven't, but we still have fun, and I'm glad my friends are still doing the show with me, and hopefully next year we'll get more and more better, and it'll be more and more Skype rape. And
there has
because
to be.
we got high.
I hope I'm not around for that.
Yeah. So for
Neal, you know what the D stands for? Neal D. Dick.
Thanks.
Or Deke.
Deke.
So for Space Rectum. What was Special Rupees?
Rupees.
Special rupees. Yeah, let's go with special rupees.
I forgot what the fuck yours was. In Skype rape, I'm Siamese rabies. Happy New Year.
L'chaim, everybody.
What was it?
Skype rape is the wave of the future.
Wave of the future. Wave of the future.
The rape of the future, actually.
Rape of the future. Rape of the future. Rape of the future.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Leo.
Fucking Benihana.
Benihana. I'm never gonna fucking eat there again. Yo, fucking Benihana. He goes, I don't give a fuck whose birthday it is. I'm never eating there.
Oh boy.
Oh, that movie's so good.
Well, another year. Another Julie outro. You probably expect me to say something crude or cynical to end 2013, but you'd be wrong. I want to wish everyone a happy and joyous new year.
Wow, Julie, it's actually kind of nice. I'm surprised. I didn't figure you would.
Everyone except for hipsters.
There she is.
Those stupid messy hairstyles.
Right.
And those quote-unquote ironic shirts.
Ironic.
Since when did looking like you live in or eat out of a dumpster become hip?
Fine. Happy New Year to everyone but hipsters.
And Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman?
You're actually going to visit North Korea and come back and tell us Kim Jong-un is a good guy. The same man who had his ex-girlfriend shot, just cause. Sooner or later an STD will come along that can actually harm you, my overly disgusting friend.
So, Happy New Year to...
everyone but them.
Right.
Oh, and midgets. That's based mostly on general creepiness.
Well, at least that we can agree on.